my 5-year-old, the one who had surgery last December, is now 6. He's in the 1st grade. He came home from school. We're sitting down on the living room floor, and I said, "What'd you learn at school today?" And he says, "Daddy, you know, at school today, our teacher, Mrs. Holtzen, taught us all about how sharing is caring." And he said, "Throughout the day today, we were sharing our toys and sharing our pencils and everything." He looks up at me with these puppy dog eyes with his glasses on and says, "You know, when she was telling us about how sharing is caring, I was thinking," and he said, "that's just like giver's gain, right?" And my wife Kelly and I both just melted and thought that here is a 6-year-old who has observed us and observed what we do and observed what our members do. And in the 1st grade classroom, he was able to tie together the connection between sharing is caring and what his teacher is teaching him to giver's gain. So I learned early on in my life that it helps when you practice what you preach. And I grew up around BNI. So actually today is my 34th birthday, and I've been around BNI for 27 years. So obviously the vast majority of my life. But I started kind of backwards, if you will. I started as a director before I had ever been a member. And I did that for a few years and was successful and really enjoyed it. But then what I realized was I was asking members to do things such as show up at meetings and pass referrals and do one-to-ones and invite visitors, and I had never done so myself. So I took a leap of faith. I helped start the chapter that I'm now a member of 7.5 years ago, and it's really helped. Our members compliment it quite often, you know, enjoying the fact that I do what we ask them to do. And I love it. As much as I love being a franchise owner and a BNI Executive Director, to me the best part about our organization is being a member. My favorite day of the week is hands down Tuesday every week because it's my BNI meeting. It's like my reset button. I've got a good friend of mine, a guy in the chapter I belong to, whose name is Nelson. And he speaks often about how BNI is his reset button. And this is a guy who's wildly successful, a top producer in his industry and in his company. He doesn't need BNI, but he comes not only for the referrals, but he says that Tuesday mornings are his reset button, and it's rubbed off on me as well. I am so thankful for what BNI has done for myself, my family, my business, my community. The community involvement that comes out of this world of BNI is just spectacular, something I've never seen anywhere else.